Hello, G! I'm Dale at nandito tayo sa Taytay, Rizal. Welcome to Elijah Villas. Tara, pasok po tayo. Ayaw ko na ma-experience ng family ko ulit yung gano'n na mabaha. That's why fan ako ng mga properties na nasa terrain. So I don't think babahain pa kami sa overlooking properties that I have right now. Itong villa, which is nestled sa hillside ng Taytay. My name is Dale Lim. I'm 34 years old and I'm a digital advertising sales professional. Actually, I started way back then eh. Kasi 'di ba nung bata pa tayo, whenever our teacher would ask us to draw something, gagawa tayo ng bahay kubo on a hill with the sun on it, 'di ba? So parang ito yung childhood dream ko na to build a kubo on a hillside overlooking the sunset. But as years go by then, kasi I'm a traveler myself then, so I've been to different places around here in the Philippines and even here around Southeast Asia. So mahilig talaga akong mag-beach trip with families and friends. Kaya ako naisip tong mag-build ng kubo dito sa hillside ng Taytay to fulfill my childhood dream. So, yung bahay namin that I've acquired 10 years back, noong 2015, it's, kumbaga, our family house. Kasi way back then, wala talaga kaming house. I was born and raised in Mandaluyong. And then, 10 years ago, 2015, lumipat kami here nung na-acquire ko yung property dito sa Taytay. And then, I heard na may lot here around the area na binenta. So then, I took the opportunity to buy the property here and then build this house as our family vacation house naman, since we already have our first family house. When I traveled sa Siargao, nakita ko yung mga houses doon na concrete siya, but still nipahat yung gamit nila. So partly, gusto ko rin talaga magkaroon ng ganung style na kubo, but I want to bring it here sa Manila. Because, you know, not everybody could go there pa, di ba, sa Siargao. At least, you know, if I build it here sa Manila, I could share it to other people na ma-experience nila. How is it living in Siargao or staying in on a house, something like this, katulad sa Siargao. So, the property lot size is at 70 square meters. And then, yung floor area nito, kasama yung swimming pool and the loft, is around 80 square meters. Yung first floor actually, since yung build sa nitong house is stilt house lang talaga siya. So open lang dapat yung sa baba talaga, parking area lang ang gagawin namin sa kanya. But for now, since inaayos pa yung daanan, temporarily gagawin namin siya in the future na nook and tambayan. So yeah, pag-akit natin here sa second floor, we'll see the kitchenette. Here din sa kitchen, actually, instead of ginawa naming wall yung pinaka backsplash nung kitchen, ginawa namin purely glass blocks din. From the kitchen, as we walk here sa living area, actually we call it entertainment area because, I mean, your families and friends could lounge here. Adjacent to it is the toilet and bath. Inside the toilet and bath, we made sure na may natural light pa rin na pumapasok. That's why we have used yung mga glass blocks. And then, yung door itself, actually, it's made from recycled materials. So, when they're constructing this house, itong pinto na to is actually yung bubong ng barracks nila. And then, we transformed it into something useful like this sliding door. And yung frame nitong door is wood pallets lang. Bago tayo pumunta sa pinaka-highlight ng aming villa, we'll head over first sa dining area. So, it's a 10-seater dining table with convertible bench bed. And then, yung structure itself, actually kaya siya may triangle sa taas because normally, di ba, Filipino families would go to beach trips and then would just rent yung mga cottages lang, di ba? So, that resembles that triangle structure para magmukha siyang cottage. Now, sa main bedroom naman, both nung windows and doors is made of tempered glass to make sure na may natural light na pumasok. Yung beds itself is made of recycled coco lumber as well from the construction na pinagamitan namin. And then, nag-decide kami na double deck siya na double-size bed para maraming capacity na makatulog since yung family namin, extended family, is at 18 family members. And then of course, it's air-conditioned. And then yung ceiling pala is made of bamboo as well. So yun yung touch of Bahay Kubo sa area na to. Sa ibabaw ng main bedroom, we decided to build a loft bedroom na may 4 na single beds. And then yung windows is actually a louver type, but it's made of coco lumber as well. So, part siya ng recycled materials na ginamit namin using coco lumber. One of the highlights of this property is yung infinity pool. It's an 11 square meter pool with 4.5 feet flat depth. It features yung bench na dual purpose din siya as the main stairs. So, hindi man siya ganun kalalim. Pag dumungo ka dun sa dulo ng pool, you'd see the Manila City skyline. And at night, yung city lights. Then, of course, yung $1 million view namin dito is yung sunset. Actually, even I want to build kasi a Bahay Kubo. But since, you know, in the Philippines, typhoon prone tayo. At least 20 typhoons yung dumadalaw sa atin, especially here sa Metro Manila, di ba? Kaya ang ginawa ko is, ginawa ko pa rin concrete yung bahay so it could withstand yung mga typhoon sa atin that happens every year. And then, ang iniwan ko lang touch of the Bahay Kubo would be the nipa material itself. And then, yung mga materials, yung main frame naman yan is tubular, yung ginamit namin. And then, since we also want to promote sustainability, some of the materials are recycled materials from coco lumbers na ginamit namin when we are constructing the house. So, yung railings, yung frame, yung trusses ng roof, some of it, we use coco lumber as well. Construction cost nung bahay, I think somewhat around 2M to 2.5 million. Kasama na yung pag-build ng infinity pool. I think yung pinaka-unique dito sa property namin is, of course, our infinity pool overlooking the Metro Manila skyline and also the experience that it could give sa mga tao na gustong pumunta dito, yung Siargao vibe na pwede nila ma-experience near Metro Manila. One of the challenges sa pag-construct ng property is, of course, budget, number 1. I think everybody could relate to that. And then, pangalawa is choosing the right contractor. Kasi medyo naging challenging talaga yung dealings namin with the first contractor. So, we have to change to another one. So, that caused delay kasi on the construction itself. But then, nung natayo naman na siya, yun na, hindi na namin masyado yung mga challenges na and stress na nakaharap namin. Kasi nakita naman namin kung gano'ng ganda how it turned out. I learned about construction mainly, na hindi pala siya talaga basta-basta. Kailangan talaga well-planned. And then, wag ka na magtipid sa materyales kung ito yung best. And kumbaga parang yung longevity ng mga materials, although mas mahal siya, I think, you know, you should go for it kesa sa mas mura pero pwedeng masira agad siya or hindi siya pang matagalan. Ang advice ko lang sa mga gusto magtayo ng staycation house or family vacation house is planuhin na maigi yung pag-build ng house. So consult a professional para sure ka na yung property mo, 'di ba, is sturdy yung pagkakagawa and the materials. And of course, pag nagplano ka na, sabihin mo na lahat ng gusto mo sa architect and your engineer. Kasi mahirap yung mga revision. Magte-take ka ng time, effort, tsaka money, of course, pag may mga revision ka pa. And then, be prepared din sa possible challenges and stress na pwedeng dumating kasi hindi siya biro. So, I think you just have to go back on your whys kung bakit mo to ginawa, and then I think magiging okay ka na despite of the challenges na face mo. Actually, very emotional kasi after all the stress, inabot ako ng at least 1 year sa construction. Natapos din namin siya. And talagang sobrang, surreal yung feeling na makita mo yung pinaghirapan mo is nandito na, di ba? And I think at the age of 34, di ba, it's something that, I'm really proud of na nakapag-build na ako ng future retirement home ko. Family vacation house for our family, and partly an Airbnb that could help, sustain our day-to-day expenses and our living with my mom.
Want to share your house and get featured? Email us at stories.onlygood@gmail.com and tell us about your interesting home story. For more videos like this, subscribe to OG and be part of the community.